Just eating a pie. I should have cleaned my camera, shouldn't I? Whew. That's for me. Just having a premium Scotch pie actually. Hi everybody. Sorry I'm eating. Oh, I need to clean this. Oh, turn the volume down. Yeah, I've got really. Oh, this is a good pie. I've got to clean that. I always end up cleaning the 3 cameras. I think it's this top one it uses. Well, let's see what that's like. That's better. So, as you can probably tell, I'm eating. No worries, bro. You take care, buddy. Hope you get better. If it's anything, I mean, me and Anya both had the cold. Anya's actually up in East Kilbride at the moment. She's getting some stuff from the flat. Visiting her family and stuff. I'm actually going to steal some of the Iron Brew Extra. Just because. Oh. So yeah, I hope you get better, buddy. So I'm just finishing off this pie I made. I was actually flying my flight simulator. Had a really bad, I'd say a bad, yeah, it was pretty bad. I was flying in the Alps in a Cessna, which I don't think is probably something that you should be doing. It was just, I had to skirt around this mountain that I was never going to make. But long story short, got there, got to where I was going. Difficult little airport, and I came in too fast. I think I damaged the landing gear. And then I kind of nosed up because I was going way too fast. What I should have done is did like a go around and just establish my speed and that. But when you crash in flight sim, I was under the impression that when you crashed, that was it, the plane was gone. But it doesn't cost that much to repair it. So it's kind of not really true to life, which I suppose is good in a way because that aircraft would have been dead. So maybe we're going to be starting soon. I'm just going to finish this little pie that I made. I thought I was going to finish early in my flight sim. That's why I'm kind of running a little bit late. So maybe put that in there as a marker. So we're continuing to build this, the Razor Crest, the UCS Razor Crest. This is book number 1. So there's actually 2 books in this box. So I maybe should get some of my water. I see my water bottle sitting over there. But it's been a weird day so far. Kind of, well, I'm going back to work tomorrow. So I've been off a couple of days, which is always good. But you get this kind of weird, what did Anya call it? Anya called it a name. It's like, I don't know. It's like you're a little bit down because you're going back to work. But I had really good days off. But again, Well, it's one of those things. You're kind of glad to get back to work, but you're also. I just feel this day's just went. You know, it's vanished. So, we are on bag number 7. I don't see any double bags. Bag 10's got 2 bags. But, also, I don't know what I've done. My shoulder from here to here's a bit iffy. But when I cough, it's really sore. It's sore else. I mean, it's sore just doing general stuff, but not really as bad. But when I cough, it really peaks. So I think I've done something. I've coughed, and it's jarred a muscle maybe. Oh, I'm just getting old. Probably maybe just getting old. Oh, right. I should probably fill that water actually. I should. These pies are so good. Right. So that's what we've got so far. So we built quite a lot last week. I've got his here, and then there's Mando. Oh, there's Mando in the cockpit. There's his gun. I'm going to take his gun off. Put all that stuff there. There's Mando. Right. So yeah, we built a sizable amount of stuff. So I'm going to get bag 8 opened. I'm going to get another bite of my pie. Do you know, Spirit, I never entered your giveaway. I was thinking about it and I went, nah, what? Purely because I don't really build models as much now. I did at one point, but yeah. I thought I'd give somebody else a chance. That's hot. Hard. There we go. Off and running. Pie 7. Just going to finish my pie. Finish my pie and get on with this build. Is that a? Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Put that there. Bring these in, that's better. Right, here we go. We're off and running, folks. Oh, where's his gun? There's his gun there. His gun fell. Whew. Oh, excuse me, that's better. Yeah, so Roman bricks. So in Flight Sim, you basically hold on. That's not. Oh, do you know what? Right. I thought it was this piece. It's not. It's this that's going on. It's the one with the little ridge. Couldn't work out how that seemed to be wrong. That's better. Yeah. So I lost that whole That whole flight. I don't know who that is. I really should open the door, but I'm in the middle of a stream. I'm just going to pretend that I'm not in. Because I had somebody before. When I went to the door, there was nobody came. So... Mum. Anya's up at East Kilbride. Yeah. Hope Dave's going to be okay. Not unless when you don't feel too well. Right. So we're pretty, a lot of things going on here. Doors going. If it's important, they'll probably ring again, but I'm kind of busy. Right. It's a bit of a weird build here because I'm kind of in that position where... Ah, right, that's... Yeah, okay, I put that part's in the wrong part. Because a lot of people ring the bell to get in, but they're not really coming to your place, if you know what I mean. Right, that's it. Yeah, that's better. It's early. It's not really early, but it's early for me. So, yeah, I had a good week. I say a week. It wasn't really a week. It was a couple of days off, but it was good. It's good to refresh. Just get get normal days or night's sleep, I should say. Yeah, so Anya popped up this morning to East Kilbride. A couple of things to do up there. She's got... I think she's... I don't think she's bringing a lot down with her to my flat. Which has got some things to kind of collect. I'm just going to have the last... Well... Not a bite of that pie. Right, so... So good. Oh. So I was actually going to build... I was going to build this on Wednesday. But really it was Wednesday before I knew it was Wednesday. So... I didn't really do anything. I think we live streamed on... Would that have been Wednesday we live streamed? The little hamster build with Anya? I think it was Wednesday. I could be wrong. And I built Lightning McQueen. I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, it must have been because it... I don't think it was Tuesday. Right. Oh, yeah, I've still got this. I've still got this cold. Anya kind of had it as well. Nothing really major. Like I'm still a little bit like kind of bunged up a little bit. Right, there we go. So we're building up a little hatch or some description. In fact, this is actually going in on the model, so trying to get all my little bits and bobs here. So I think we've got those pins there. How many pins have we got? 4. 4 of these pins. Get them ready. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, it's just good to be off. Right, so basically it's going this way. So we've got pins either side. So let's see location wise. So I think we're going in this second. Well, we're not. We're going in this hole. So let's get it where we need it to be. So I believe it's going in this hole here. In fact, let's just put both pegs in, that way we can get them. The old Simon peg. So these click through. Right, so let's get them through to where we need them. Then that one's going in there. Oh, up a bit. There we go. That one is going in there. Get it lined up. Okay. And then the white ones, I think are just going in here. They can't really go anywhere else. Do you know, interesting. I'm looking at the build here, and it looks as if on here, it looks as if there's a pin. See, now I've got a pin there and a pin there. Yeah. Which is right. There's no pin here on this part. Now I'm just going to quickly kind of go back a little bit, because I just want to see what we've got. Yeah, there's definitely, yep. Right, so there's a definite pin in there. Yep, there's a pin there. It's just a Technic pin between these two elements. Probably isn't really going to be that much a biggie, but do you know, it's one of those things. I'm going to actually try and see if I can fish out. Maybe just fix this a little bit. I don't think it's a biggie. But if there's a pin meant to be there, then I would rather have a pin there. So it looks like it's just really connecting two Technic bricks. So let us investigate. So I'll just take this off. Take this one off. So I can see it's in here. Probably not going to really do much. But I always feel if it's kind of one of those things that if, what did I do with my water? Do you know what, I'm going to have some Anya's iron brew. You know, if it's meant to be there, I would rather it be there. Right. So we're actually in. Yeah, that's going to be ooh. I say it's going to be super easy. It's maybe not going to be as easy as I thought, to be honest. It's just in here now. How do we want to play this? What is the? Do you know? To be brutally honest, I don't think we're going to get this in. it's kinda locked in there, but it's not, to be honest, it's not structurally integral, but I would like to have it in, if I'm brutally honest. Right, I'm gonna take these pins out that I just put in. Lifting these pins up is horrendous. Did I put? Oh yeah, I put the other pin in there. It's there. I take these pins out, so that falls out. Let's get that wee assembly here. Right, looking at this, do we just take this other panel here off? Let's see if we can maybe just jemmy that a little bit. Yeah, there we go. They come off fairly easy. I don't know how feasible this really is to get to this part, just to get these little Technic pins in, but I feel if we can do it, yeah. So yeah, that's coming off. I could probably jemmy that in there. Oh, right, that's just come off. Oh, now we're getting into deconstructing, which I never really like. I think that was just, I don't know where that was. We'll keep that, it's down there somewhere. Yeah, so I can get this in now. So really it's just going in here. I mean, it's a lot of faff in it just to get a stupid pin in. But when that goes back in, it's just gonna reinforce it a little bit. Oh jeez, okay. Because I've got a little bit of an angle. There we go. Yeah, and that pin goes in there. So, I mean, has it stabilised it a little bit? Probably. Do we really need to do it? Probably not, really. But I just think, for me, it's like peace of mind, really. Just getting this in. So I need to kind of pry it apart a little bit to get it in. There we go. Well, that side was easier. Right, so that's us repaired that. We've got a part that's came off. I need to see where that part goes actually. To get these tile parts back on. Right, so a little bit of deviation, sorry, from the build. Right, this part's came off. Now, I'm thinking that just, how does that part go in? Yeah, it just goes there. So that just clips on in here, I think. And it's kind of down. It's facing that way, isn't it? Does it go like that? Yeah, I think it goes that way. Yeah. Now that's us. We're kind of back to where we should be. Right, let's get this part fitted again. So, yeah, because when I look there's a Technic pin. So, yeah. Ooh. Now hold on a minute. That wasn't there. That part maybe doesn't go there. Does that part go up here? Oh, I'm trying to see where this part goes now. Oh, if it's not one thing, it's the other. Put that there so it keeps my place. It's because it's like when you build something. So I just need to see. Right, there it is there. So I'm going to have to turn this up. So that would have been like this. So it looks as if spar here, spar there. How would that part go in? So there's the red part. Does that go in? Where did I put it? There it is. Right. Oh, Boba Fett's jet parts came off. How is this part fitting? I'm not really getting this. Oh, that what? See, right, that part lifts up. That makes that a lot easier. Right, cool. That's us. Right, that's it. That's it in. Yeah, that part lifted up there and it just completely threw me off. Right. Yeah, we've had some little troubles. Right. I think that's us back on quick. Let's get this part fitted. Hi, Kate. How you doing? Yeah, we're good, Kate. Just to tell you, Anya isn't here. She's up at East Kilbride. She's kind of just visiting. She's up at a flat, so I think she's back tomorrow. She's only up today or tonight, staying over. She's got family up there, so I think she's kind of touching base with the fam, and I think she's getting a couple of things from the flat. So, dare I say those famous words? It gives me a bit of peace. It does in a way, but it you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. I miss it, but yeah, it gives it gives me a bit of peace. Hope she's not in watching. Technique pins are always very tricky. Once you get them in, they're fine, but it's getting that location. So these are gonna. There we go. So that's the hatch fitted, and it holds at a very that angle basically. Those two little joints in there, so it holds everything at a certain angle. Right, that's that little bit done. Right, onward and downward, as they say. Right, over the page. So we're at page 174, and we're at step 294. I'm good. Yesterday was 33 degrees, hot today, only 27, and tomorrow's 32. Jeez, 32 degrees. That's ridiculous. To a Scotsman, that is warm, believe me. We're down at the 2-3 degrees at the moment, so pretty. I should have another one of these. Is it maybe set in a funny angle? There it is. Yeah, it's pretty cold over here. We were out actually the other day, and I came back. I was absolutely freezing. So was Anya. Right, these are going in just at the back here. There we go. Right, I also have a building, possibly the door. So yeah, I'm good. I'm kind of recovering from this cold that I had. A little bit sniffly, kind of choked up a little bit. Apart from that, I mean everything. I'm okay. You know, I had a good few days off, so I'm back to work tomorrow. I'm meant to be going out tomorrow, but you know what? I don't know if I can be really, bothered too much. If I'm brutally honest. Because I'll only be going for a couple of drinks anyway, so. But I'll wait and see in that one. I will see how I feel. But yeah, always good in the McCall household. Apart from my flight sim where I crashed. And it's not that, it was a good hour and a half flight to get there. And I'm not skipping, so I get maximum money. But I crashed in landing, it was quite bad actually. So, as I say, I think we're creating like a door. Got another one going across the top, so I think that's just going in there. And then we've got this big plate going right over there, which is nice. Nice. Anybody got any good builds going? What are people building? What have other people got on the bench? I'm building this, as you can probably see. Building the old Razor Crest. So there we go. And then we're flipping it over. And we've got two black. I think they're going just in the middle there. There we go. And then we've got two greys. Doot, doot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Ah, these are going all up the sides. There's 10 of these, cool. Yeah, so it's still pretty cold here in Scotland. I mean, we're still in winter, so it's going to be cold for cold spells. Sometimes we can get quite mild, although I'd probably be, with global warming and stuff, winters here have not been as harsh, although they can be quite harsh, but compared to some other people in the world, we don't really have that much. So we've got little bricks up the side here, right, little sub assembly, little tile piece at the end. Yeah. As I say, I was cold at work the other day. That way sometimes. I don't know if that's what. I think there's a lot of, like, flu symptoms, flu-esque type symptoms going about. So, but yeah, I just couldn't get warm. But my job can be quite a cold job. We're in a fridge, or we're working next to fridges. I should say we are working in a fridge also, but we're working in an area that can be quite cool, which is great in the summer. I mean, don't get me wrong, in our summer, where it can be quite muggy, quite warm sometimes, in a relative sense that for us being warm is not what somebody else's warm is. But yeah, it's good working in a chill environment. Yeah, do you know? It's funny, Kate, because I've got so many things that I can do. I mean, I've got my YouTube channel, like doing this. So live stream, live building, Lego, which kind of incorporates into one because I do a lot of I do a lot of building on live streams. I've got my YouTube channel there where I do a lot of like my golf, my flight simulator. I've also my bike, which I do need to get back into. Once I get back on my bike, I'm pretty much, to be honest, I'm just continually doing stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty busy, pretty much all of the time. If I'm brutally honest, it's one of those things. I'm even tempted to say it can sometimes be quite hard to find just time to not really do much. There is days where I don't do much, but and chill a little bit. But a lot of that time, to be brutally honest, can be spent really just doing things about the house, building units, shelves, stuff like that. You know, it's quite, yeah, it's quite a lot. Um, but yeah, I always tend to find something to do. Um, so yeah, I'm always pretty busy. Sometimes I actually find a lot of times I don't have enough time in the day to do a lot of things. Now, is that little part going? I think that's going there actually. I think in fact, I pinged that one out, which is good because I think it's meant to be this way. Yeah. So those little roller skates get in there. But yeah, um, I do keep busy. Some days I'm busier than others. Some days I do vegetate quite a lot and tide. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, it's great to vegetate a little bit. I think sometimes um, you can be quite busy. Are these going in? They must be going in there. It's nice to just take a little bit of time off, and I think you have to as well. But yeah, I really do need. I keep saying this. I need to get really back into my bike. So that's a little drawbridge type thing. Um, quite nice actually, and that's going to attach on. So it's funny they've got it sliding in. I don't know if this is a drawbridge or whether it's just part. Right. Mm. Yeah, I see what they're doing. So they've got those little black portions we put here. They're actually going in here, and then there's pins. So those pins are going to locate, and they're kind of different to other pins I've seen. So they're just going to go right in there. So that's at the back tail unit. Let's lift it up and see. Yeah, so it's creating the back tail unit of the aircraft, or the ship, I should say. Not aircraft, ship. So there you go. It's quite nice. But yeah, it's good to be busy as well. To be honest, you know, I think some days, you kind of get frustrated that you've not done anything. You know, you've been quite a lazy day. I guess I find if people not have a job would stay home more often, getting out of the house, but people that work from home, I wonder, do people get out of the house? Yeah, well, that's one of the things. Right, okay, do you know what? I actually looked, I think there's 20. I'm trying to think because I looked the other day. I think there's 23 bags in this box one, and I'm thinking that box two is probably going to be the same. So probably about 40 plus bags in this set overall. But I think there's about. Well, this book goes up. The other book's there. Um, yeah, I think there's about 20 bags. I did look the other week. I can't remember. I can't remember what I said. But yeah, I think people that work from home, I think that's quite a difficult one actually. Because if you think about it, um, if you work from home, I think you would have to get out. You'd have to make it a point of getting out the house. Yeah, it's a big set. It's gonna the I think the engines alone on this take up quite a few bags. So we've got some spares here. So this is the last one of bag 8, and this is going up this middle part. So yeah, it's just going in there, just in the tail unit. So I mean, you can see the length. That's probably going to be like the back of the ship, and then we've still got a little bit of the nose to put on. So it's going to be really big, and then you've got the engines, which are quite. It's going to be out to it here. It's going to be really quite big. Right, that's that bag done. Don't think Anya's been it. Do you know what? I'm going to send Anya a link. She knows what time I stream, but I'll send her a link just to annoy her. There she is. Make sure I'm sending it to the right person. There we go. That's how I got it. Yeah, there's 40 plus bags. Right, bag 8. The bag 8's, yeah, it's fairly decent in terms of size. Again, a lot of plates and stuff. There we go, little bag there, and another one. Right, bag 8. So here we go, we're building again, which probably looks like another little part of the, I'll say the base of the ship or something, or I mean, it could be a panel as well. I don't really know. But yeah, I really need to get back on my bike. It's funny because I don't really need to clear much to get it on my turbo trainer. I'm kind of at that stage where it's like, I think, you know, you kind of go, oh, I'll get it another day. I'll get it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and there's always something else comes up and you end up like, you know, doing stuff and you kind of chase your tail a little bit. And then, you know, that day is gone. And you're just kind of ticking days off by the time you, it would just take you 2 seconds to get it on the turbo trainer and get it going. I did my Lego voting on Lego sets. There's some good ones like the Knight Rider car kit. Yep. And some others like the World Map art set I voted for. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I saw the kit. I loved, I loved Knight Rider when I was young. One of my favourite TV shows actually. And I had a Knight Rider watch. Didn't really do anything. It was just a Casio watch, and it had like basically it just, I think it maybe had a little bit of like maybe a tune that played or something. But it didn't do anything. Like the face had like a part where it had like a little bit you could talk into kind of thing, just moulded. It was gimmicky, but didn't really do anything. You know, basically it was just a watch at the end of the day. Probably worth money now. Yeah, but Knight Rider was just a great show. It's one of those shows that you know, it's probably one that I might even, that might be one I put down in my kind of mental mind to maybe watch, just to see how cheesy it was back in the day. Michael Knight. Yeah, I used to watch it a lot when I was a kid. I can remember my mum and dad had a room, so the living room was here. You went through to the kitchen. On the way through to the kitchen, there was like a little hall. It wasn't a hall. It was like a dining area, and I think it used to be walled at one point. And my mum and dad got it opened up. But I think back then we had it as a little room, and we used to have a little fold down bed, and a TV was in there. I can remember watching Knight Rider in there as a kid. It's good though. Enjoyed it. Just enjoyed Knight Rider. It was just a good TV show. Right, so we'll get those going there. Got another little orange. Did you and Anya do some voting on the Lego set and your insiders? wonder which one's you. Do you know what? I never. I never did it. To be honest, I wasn't even really aware that there was such a thing for voting. I know there's stuff that they do, like there's a. I'm kind of aware of it, but I don't really. I wasn't on, to be honest. But I did see that kit. Right. Oh, got a lot of parts going on here. It's like, so we've got these studs going here. There and there, and then we've got a lot of reinforcement going across the top. So there's a lot of these going like this. Yeah, they're going all the way down. Quite nice, a little thick, wee thick reinforcement. Could take a few bullet holes. Again, we've got the same going on here at the top, which is quite interesting. It's fascinating me, some of the builds and the amount of pieces per set. Yeah, I'll probably need to keep tabs on that now. Mind you, I have been on. Oh, that was close. Yeah, mind you, I have looked at sets that if they get enough votes, they get, yeah. So maybe I have actually looked at it, but I didn't really know what I was looking at. So there we go. But do you know what this is? This is going to be the ramp. So that's like your little kind of grip footing type thing. I don't know what I'm trying to think of the word for that. Right, what we got here? We've got little clips going on here. Clips. Where's the clips? There they are. You got them. So I think there's 3. It's quite a nice little ramp. Right, so we're building what looks like almost like a little part that goes down the front of the ramp, and I cannot pick this up because it's lying. Flip it over, grey parts, just one grey there. Would you be doing a Pokemon Day on the 27th of February? So, I don't think I'll be doing in terms of Lego. I mean, I actually play Pokemon Go. I could probably have done, and it probably would have worked out quite well, play Pokemon Go while going to the shop to pick up Pokemon sets. At this moment in time, the way it's working out, it's sort of, in a way, there's potentially a lot of sets coming out that I kind of would maybe supersede before buying like the Pokemon. So like for me, the World Cup trophy, that's the one that I really want to get. But even that, I'm like thinking, do I get it? It's kind of, I might do the old Klarna, which is like doing it in 3 payments. Which is something that I'm potentially thinking about. Oh, there's a pole goes in there. Didn't see that actually. So we've got yeah, it's there. So that's clipping in here. So yeah, I'm at this moment in time. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. And this goes. So that's going in there, like that. So it's like a little extendable ramp down the bottom. I'm getting my Pikachu Lego set and maybe Eevee, yeah. Pokemon Day. I'll try to get some Pokemon cards, but I'm not sure how my luck will go. And Pokemon cards, I've never really. Do you know that's one thing I've never really get into? Is Pokemon cards. It just opens up a whole new, like, you know, more money going into a certain avenue. I don't know. Do you know? It's coming up. It's very soon. Pokemon Day. I've not really thought about it. To be honest, and it's at this moment in time. So this is going to clip in here. So this here is going in. Oh, that's nice. So there we go. So you can see how that goes up. So that's going to extend down, and then you get the little piece here that's going to fit to the ground, and that flips up, and then that goes up. Nice. Yeah, I'm not really. I don't know. Like, I probably would like the Pikachu set, but I think money wise, in a way, you know, I'm kind of at that point where I'm not going to say I don't have like the finances to do it, but yeah, I might have to just say no, can't do it. Just purely on the basis that, you know, with the World Cup's there, I would probably rather get the World Cup over the Pokemon. Okay, where's this going? Is that going in? No, that's going in there. Rather than the Pokemon set. But as I say, it's not that I would never not get Pokemon. I just, yeah, maybe just can't really justify the, you know, getting it, to be honest. Oh my goodness, this is tricky. This is a twofold input here. Right, so that is going to go, let's see, it's like a little, oh, that's quite nice. So that's a little arm that extends up. Let's put that there. I think we're going to build something that's maybe going to encapsulate that. Yeah, the Pikachu set does tickle my pickle. You know, if I probably hadn't have gotten the Boba Fett set, for instance, I possibly may have swung for the bases on the Pokemon Pikachu. I think really when I look at it, it's not that I'm not building anymore. I've got a lot of backup Lego, but I'm choosing my sets more wisely this year because I'm saying we're thinking of going on holiday. We are going on holiday, so we're gonna have to save for a holiday, which is not the cheapest thing. It's not the cheapest, but yeah, we're going to save for that. So, you know, Lego, it's not say it's going to take a back seat, but you know, it's maybe going to have to just be curtailed a little bit. But I mean, I've got so many sets to build. It's actually quite ridiculous the amount of stuff that I have accumulated. So, built a little arm part here, which, yeah, well, we're going to add a little bit more to it. But yeah. But the Pikachu set, I think, looks amazing. Eevee, I think, is quite nice as well. I'd probably favour the Pikachu over the Eevee. I think Lego, to be honest, I think Lego's cheekily released quite a lot of stuff within the last couple of months. You know, I think it's been a little bit a little bit cheeky in a way. You know, they've kind of flooded the market a little bit. Dan, how was using Anya's Valentine's Day? Mine was good. I actually had my 50th. Oh, that's right, it's your birthday. Happy 50th, Kate. Birthday surprise party on Valentine's Day. Was speechless for a whole day. My goodness. That's good though. That's nice, Kate. Care Bear surprise party. So good. I got a Care Bear present and a Lego gift. Oh, that's nice, Kate. Yeah, me and that we had a really good Valentine's Day. We bought a meal. So at my work, we do a thing for Valentine's Day where you get like a actually, to be honest, I could not pick up the bottle of prosecco, which is what I wanted, because we can't sell alcohol before. I need the inverted one. You can't sell alcohol before 10 a.m. in the morning, so I had to get like just a normal kind of like apple mango type drink, which was good enough. I mean, you know, it did a job. But yeah, we bought that and we had a meal, and it was a beef Wellington. I was so full up. I actually left quite a bit of my beef Wellington, but it was so nice. Right, so this part is going like that. Okay. So that's clipping in there. Right, so I can see this. Let's bring this drawbridge thing down. This part looks like it's going to clip in. I'd imagine somewhere. Let's over the page here. Is that clipping in, or am I just? Right, it's not clipped to anything. Well, not yet anyway. I'm just thinking, is it something I maybe missed? Right, let's build this next part. Catch up, Mr. Roaming Around. Hey. Oh, there you go. How you doing? Were you in before? You were in before. Oh, aye. I remember seeing you. Welcome back, Roman Bricks. Right, we've got a little piece here. Let's build this. Right, we have got this with two of these. Yeah, Spoon goes not well. Bless him. Right, they've got two little caps on here. Right, this is going to go in. Imagine this is going to tie. So that's right. That's what it's going to do. So this little piece here is going to go in here and up here. So that's going to go up. Now where's that? I see where it's going. It's going there. So it's clipping in here now. Is it going to? Yeah, it's going there. In there. Yeah, these pins are so difficult to get. You've got to get it. That's it. Once they get in, they're okay. So that's right. That's just creating a little bit of a. You can see here we put this part on here. Just create the back of the ship here. And then this is going to go up and slide in with the little arm that comes down here, the little actuator arm, which is quite nice. And then we've got a little piece. Right, so I've started to tile off the side pieces, which this could get. I'll maybe try put the kit like this. So we've got some big side pieces here. So they are going up here. Yeah, this I might actually. Don't know whether this is the best way to build this or put pressure down here, but we're going to find out. And then that's going. Then they've got a little wedgie, the old Trivial Pursuit wedge. It's probably not a Trivial Pursuit wedge, but You know what I mean. That's quite nice. So that starts to tile off the side piece. This is getting a big kit now. More pieces. So I don't know if I like building like that, but let's just. Oh, see, I'm going to watch the inside there because there's a lot of stuff. Right. So we've got some parts going on here. Maybe it would be. I'm just going to turn this again. I'm going to put this up. Turn this round. Maybe if I had something I could put. Have I? Don't think I really have. I could do this. Gotta be careful that doesn't fall. So we've got parts going up. I think that's going there. And I think that's going there. There we go. Whoa. Yep. Sorry, what have I done? What have I done? Yeah, that's just popped out. That's maybe not a good way to do it. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just build it like this. Right, we've got some green. I've got a red. Got that going in. So I may just kind of cradle, as the saying goes. It's going in there. And that's going down there. And the other one's going the other side. Right, what else have we got on here? 2 of these little grey pieces. Where are they going? Ah, I see. Right, so they're basically going there and there. There we go. Just gonna hold that little pattern. Cool. Right. Got some little sidey builds. What kind of side builds as such. So they're getting in there. So a lot of little clips here. Just getting the location, so they're going there. Of it. And then they're going right in the middle, so is it one bit? No, it's right up the top, so it's there. So just some attachments. So we've done this little piece here, here, and here. Just little, almost like little, if I've got a lot of tiling going on, just at the bit we were on. I don't know whether. Yeah, I think we just build this. I think we just do it, as I say, the old Scottish word, gingerly. I think is a good way of doing it. Gingerly. So we're tiling up the side here, little fawn pieces. Get that. There we go. So you can see we're starting to tile up the side of the ship here. Oh, got a little bullion piece. Ooh, is that just one? One of the old bouillon. It's getting in there. Can I do that without picking it up? I think I can. By Jove, I can. And that's just one that went there. Over the page. So we're doing the other side here. Imagine we're going to be doing pretty much the same. So we've got this actuator arm that we had before. Okay, we'll bring that bridge down a little bit. And then we can ping that in there. And then ping that in there. Oh, that was so much easier than the first time I went to fit that. There we go, that's it. And then we're building that little arm piece. Ah, it's all good in the hood. So there's quite a few people. I think last week, I don't know, last week we were pretty quiet on the Western Front. So I've got a little bit of sad news. My daughter Megan had a dog called Pepper. I'll put a little post up in my YouTube channel. Must go now. Bit tired from the hot. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Kate. Yeah, you take care, Kate. Love from me and Anya, who's up at East Kilbride. But yeah, you take care, honey bun. See you later. Yeah. So sadly, Pepper, Peppa was the dog's name. Sadly, she had to get Pepper put down today. I don't know if they've been yet, but we went up to see Pepper yesterday, me and Anya, just to say our goodbyes to Pepper. It's such a shame. Our back end had went, so yeah, she was about 16 years old, which in dog years is that's quite a lot. That's quite a good little innings. But yeah, she just wasn't. She wasn't really all that well, to be honest. So she was getting put down today. So yeah, hope things have went well. As I say, I don't know if she's been yet. In a way, it doesn't really matter if she's been or she hasn't been. She'll, Pepper will be in a better place. She was such a nice little dog. Roman Bricks, I did vote for submission from King Oldendorf. Yeah, I really need to maybe look into this. Mind you, I tend to be. I'm usually doing too many other things, and I usually end up forgetting about things like this. Right, that clips in. So this just clips in. There's a little clip down the side here, but that just clips in, and it sits down there at the moment. But we're going to build a pin that's going to hold it up. But yeah, Pepper's going to be in a better place, bless her. Such a nice little dog. Right, this, so clip it in there. So that's going to clip in here, and then it's going to clip in this little part. There we go. That's nice. And that holds it up. Right, so I think we're going to be doing more plating, which is kind of just going to mimic what we've already done. So I'm going to cradle this a little bit. And we're going to attach these plates. Suddenly, life has new meaning to me. Oh. Good save. Oh, jeez, every time I go to put it in the bracket, it moves. There we go, got it. Right, that's that little piece done. I'm going to keep this up because I think we're pretty much... Oh, excuse me, what? We're pretty much down here, so I think we're there and there. Kind of awkward wee bit to get in. You've got to kind of... That is a cool Razor Crest. You better believe it, Roman Bricks. I tell you one thing, it's a big Razor Crest. More to the point, it's humongous. Humongous. It's big. But I've already got space, so I think on my YouTube channel, if you look at my post, I think did I put no one thinks did I put that post up? I'm sure I did. I've got a stand for it, same one I've got for my Millennium Falcon, and I've got a space for it so it can go in and sit. So it's all it's all been pre-planned where it's going to go. That shelving is probably going to become just ships, basically, just Star Wars ships. Because I've got some other little odds and sods on it, but it's going to be predominantly Star Wars stuff that's going to be on that shelving system. So, yeah, I've already got a place set up for that, for this. So, it ain't a problem where it's going to go. Right, I think that west is up the top of it. Yeah, there we go. So a wee billion, that wee billion bar is down there. And these two plates here. Yeah, you've got to be careful putting these little pads. You almost have to hold it at the back just to get the bricks in. But there's stuff here, just at the side of the wall. You've got to be careful. Right, what else have we got? Oh, we got those two little bits up the side. Almost forgot. There we go. Up the side there. And then I think that's going to be bag 8. Gotta be, there's only three parts left. Right, that's bag 8. So bag 9, I think, is the final bag on this bag, yeah. Bag 9. So you can see what we've done. We've actually put on quite a few bits. We've added these little parts here and here. We've added the drawbridge, which has got a very nice like actuator element down the side, and then this flips down. Then we added these little pieces here. We've added some plating on the side, so it's all looking really good. This does sit on landing legs also. Right, bag 9, let's get it open. Whoa, that shot out that. It's not my usual. I usually do the old cup hand just to catch all the bricks that come out. So I like to keep all my little pieces kind of together. It's easier just to know where your small pieces are. So we're building, I think, this looks like the little escape pod. Is it the escape pod? I think it's the escape pod. I could be wrong. We'll soon know. We'll soon know when we finish building it. Right, building another 2 of these on top. Yeah, so I got this Razor Crest. Oh, I actually didn't get it. Lego.com had a fantastic price on this, but it went out of stock. Really pretty quick actually, and I think it's been, that's it, sold out in the Lego. You can still pick up from John Lewis. I think it's an exclusive to John Lewis, I believe. And that's where I bought it. And at the time when I bought it, it was actually quite a really good price. Not as good as the Lego, but then again, you don't really know. You know, I had no idea that Lego were going to sell it for that amount of money. If I did, I probably would have waited. But then if I'd waited, I might not have got it. So, you know, you pay your money, you take your choice, kind of thing. Because these things, you know, once they're sold out, that's kind of you. You know, you've kind of missed out. So, but yeah, I was quite happy with the price I got on. Whatchamacallit, on John Lewis, so, you know, I wasn't really disappointed. There we go. So I've got a little console, and then we've got something else going on here. It's pretty similar build. But But yeah, you're just better to have it than not have it, you know. And I think it's one of those kits, at the price Lego sold it for it, I mean, I'm not surprised it went out of stock pretty quick. Right, let's go in here. This could be, yeah, so we've got little control pads and stuff. Turning it back over. Then we've got this going there, and then we've got a little 1x2. But yeah, I got a good deal, basically, is what I'm saying. I think sometimes you could wait and wait for the perfect storm, that that perfect, you know, to buy something at the best possible price you can ever get. But sometimes that doesn't really happen because you might not have it in stock. So you've got to play the old, last chance saloon type thing, the old showdown. You either go for it. You either go for it and go, right, I'm buying it because that's a good price, and then you wait, or you say, do you know what, I'm going to wait because I think it will go on sale. I mean, you couldn't tell if somebody had told me, that Lego were going to sell it for that price, then obviously you'd have sat and waited, and as soon as it went on, but you'd need inside knowledge that Lego was going to sell it for that. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, fantastic price Lego had. Oh, it's queer. But yeah, as I say, as my old saying that I like to use, you snooze, you lose. Have I built this the wrong side? I have, haven't I? I don't know. Right, that's over there. I built that and I went, that's quite loose. It's like, just because the attachment points there, I said, that's kind of moving about. Why is that moving about? Dum built it the wrong side. Right, that's better. And then you put these parts on. Yeah, that's better. But yeah, you snooze, you lose. That old saying, that old chestnut. Right, got that going on there. We like to party. We like to party. I need to stop singing that. The song's going in my head all night. Where's there it is. Right, so this is going on this side. It's going on like that. Then we're doing the same on the other side. And then we've got another little. There. And that is going on there. Over the page. Right. Oh, I've got a lot of these curved elements, so let's get them all lined up. And then these are going, right, so joining up there, so I could put that there, and then that in there, there we go. There we go. First one was kind of awkward. Once you get that one down, it's pretty, do you know what I think? I think this is the nose of the ship. The very front part. I thought it was the escape pod. I know there is a little escape pod, but we don't really have the stuff on the model to do it. But I think this is the front of the ship. Do you know all the times I've said answers in a postcard? I've never had a postcard with any answers on it. Not yet, anyway. Imagine just getting a postcard with a random answer and thinking, what the hell's this? Who sends me a postcard and just puts that? Oh dear. Right, just getting these seated. Let's maybe just do that. That's better. Right, got them. And then these tile pieces are going up. Just bonding that all together. Yeah, this is the front of the ship. That's a little cockpit. That's what that didn't really make sense. And then just when I was thinking about it there, I went, yeah, it's cockpit. Right, and then we've got what's that one? Alright, so that little part, that's going in there. And then that's going in there. So that creates a little bit of an angle, like a different angle, which kind of makes sense. Let's get this on. Oh, it's not that one, it's that one. Oh, right, so, right, I see what they've done. I've snapped it into that piece. They've actually got it snapped in up here, but it's really 6 1/2 a dozen, because it's the same thing. There we go. And then they're going on there. So you need that piece to create that angle, which is pretty cool when you think about it. You know, instead of having something like that, you just push it and it just gives you that different angle. Right, we're turning it over. We've got some little pistols. We've got one of those. So one of these. Let's go in there. It's like it's almost like a thruster. And then we've got a gun going in here, facing that way. I don't know if that's creating like a pipe work. Right, we've got this. And that is going. So that's going to go with that. So. That's nice. So it just shields that little piece here, that little glass piece. It's quite effective actually, the way they've done that. And then this one is going, so we need to build this. Oh, did I put another? Oh, so I need to bring that back. Did I put? There's another piece going on top of that. So there's another 4 piece going on, then that's going on, and then that's going up. So that's going to cover, yeah, that's going to cover that part, I would believe. Yeah, okay, let's go. Right, so we need another one of these, and then the little side piece going like that, and then that's going to go this side. So it just basically covers that little brick part. Yeah, that's quite nice actually. So it just covers the little 2 stub bricks down at the end there. Quite nice. Quite nice. Oh, 25 past. This could be the last bag actually. I'm not gonna open bag 10 because bag 10's got 2 bags, so this will be the last little fit. I'm just gonna slide that bag back in there so I know what it is. This is going to be the last bag, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have another little bit of Anya's Iron Brew. Oh, it's nice. Right. Oh, sniffles. Big sniffles. Right, little snot piece. So that's going that way. Then we've got another another brick going the opposite way. Again, square this all up. And then we've got two of these, so one's going one way. And another attachment's got the other piece. I've got a little double whammer up here. And we've got two little attachments to this. And then we've got another little snot brick on top. And then this whole thing is dropping in like so. That's quite nice. You got a nice little break up in the detail there, which is quite nice. Right, we've got some little front detailage. And then that's going just at the bottom. Yep, just at the bottom there. And then we've got some nice little details here. We've got that going in there. I don't think it matters. I think they're both the same. In fact, we'll just do the two together. Together. We did start a little bit late, but yeah, I think to open another bag, it's going to be well into 5, so I'd rather get into bed and just get chilled a little bit. Right, so these two are going to fit in these 2 points here. And that's just going to create a nice little detail. So there you go, you've got the little, I don't know if they're going to be part of it. Is there guns at the front? I think there is guns at the front. So this whole thing here is going to attach on. It's going to attach on here, so I think it's just going to go up like that. I'm going to hold round here at the back of the bulkheads. I've just knocked something off, so that just attaches on. Put the ladders back. So there we go, there's the front of the ship on. Oh, that's really quite nice actually. So there you go, there's the front of the ship. So you get to see really the true kind of scale of this ship. So there's the length, so you can see, there's my hand for size reference. So it's gonna be big. But that adds some more little consoles, and that's like a little gear. That gun actually looks as if it acts like a little, you know, it's not a gear stick. A yoke system. Right. So we're building a little piece at the bottom now. Which is going to be quite nice. It's just going to tie off, I think, the underside. I've got a little pin going in there. Is that just sitting? Yeah, it's sitting. Oh no, it's going in, sorry, it's going in that way. There we go. And then we've got these two little pieces just tying in the side there. That's nice. And this part clips in, so let's lift this up. Yeah, so there's a nice little it's a nice little clip part going in here. Oh, and I can need 2 hands. Oh, you know what, I can't get it in. That's what she said. That's it. Oh, that's nice. And that, that little pin, So that one, if I'm going to put this, oh jeez, do you know what, I've knocked that off again. I'm going to put this ramp up at the moment. Let's get the ramp up, that's better. That little pin just creates a little bit of detail just between those two parts, those two little kind of wheel hubs. So there's a little, you can see the pin in there. I think we've got some cockpit detailing. So we've got side console ×2. I know where this one's going. Oh, that's right, so that's going up there. This little weaver is going in there. I don't know if that's the one Grogu always tried to get. And then we've got this one. Cockpit's really quite detailed. There's a lot of little gadgets and gizmos in here, which is quite nice. And that, folks, completes book number 1 is done and dusted, and box 1, book 1 is done. Book 2 is going to be the next one, and that is what we've got. Let's get these parts out of the way. Let's put Mando back into his ship. Let's get him back into his ship. Let's sit him down. I think he's gonna have a seat. So I don't think that's his final place. He's quite low down, obviously. Got his hairpiece. His hairpiece is gonna go just here in the back. Do you know what? I'm actually going to put his hairpiece just up here. Nah, I'm going to put it in. I think it just looks better when it's inside the ship. Right, his hairpiece is in. There's his gun. His gun's going to have to go somewhere. There's a little clip here. I'm going to stick it actually up here. And there we go, folks. That is the Razor Crest. Oh, that was a nice sneeze. So it doesn't look as if we've actually done a lot compared to what we had, but we have built this whole piece here, and then this access ramp comes down. And it's got little actuators. With the landing legs on this, it's probably going to sit like this. So that is going to like be a little. It's going to like come down like that, and then that's going to level off at the ground. You can't see it. I've just realised that. But this little piece here is the main ramp. But those little actuators are nice in there. And then that folds up, and then that goes up into the ship, and that's it. And you can see the back end when it's basically the ramps up. It's quite nice. Hi Anya. Hi all, I'm up seeing my daughter and grandkids. Nice to see you all. Dave's sending getaway. Yeah, Dave's a wee bit ill, so I think he was working. And then we panelled up here, up these little side panels, here and here, on both sides. And we have installed this round, the front part of the cockpit. And that is it. It doesn't look as if we've done a lot. I think we did 3 bags today. I'm just gonna come off because that's 1:30. I started a little bit later eating that pie, but by the time I crack open another bag, I'm theoretically for that hour and a half build, I'm only really going to get a tiny words. I'm only going to get a tiny amount done, so I'm just going to call it a day, and it means that's the end of book number 1, so that can go into the archives. In fact, let's just get 2 out, just so you can see what's coming up. I think we've done 3 bags, yeah, because that's bag 9 that we did. So far in the stream, we've done 3 bags a stream, so that's actually worked out pretty well. So here we go. This is what we've got coming up. So this is bag number 2. So as you can see here, we're building yeah, we're turning the next part into quite. In fact, Kate's not here, but just of note, this will give me my bag count for box one. The other tried finding the end, because I think they're in the corner, aren't they? Yeah, I'm trying to see a bag number. Of course, it's not going to be clear. Why would it be? Why would it be a clear, obvious thing? It might actually not be 20 bags. 19. So sorry, Kate. There's 19 bags in this box number one, and I imagine there might be a bit that in box two. So I imagine there's about 39, 40 bags maybe, which is roughly what I thought it would be. But yeah, we're building up quite a bit of the hull. You can see here we've got the landing legs that are going on. We've got a lot of plating on the ship. So we're building a lot of plates going on. We've got the distinctive parts. We've got stickers here and here by the looks of it. I was actually thinking of maybe cutting a lot of these sticker elements down and taking a lot of the grey away, and just putting the yellow parts potentially, but I don't know. What I possibly may do, I may actually try and see if I can get replacement stickers and maybe try and cut into the sticker a little bit so we're not get that the grey back as a possibility. But you can see there quite a lot of plating going on, and up the side of the ship here. And then box number two is pretty much the top part and the engines. The engines are absolutely massive in this. We also get Grogu in this one. Just Grogu, I think. I don't think we get anything else. But that's going to be number two manual. So that's pretty cool. So that'll be coming up next week. As I say, that's where we've got to so far. So as I say, it's really looking impressive. I really like that front part. It really just kind of gets that Razor Crest front. As I say, I think he's going to have a little seat because Dinjarin's actually down in the cockpit quite a lot. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So wait, I'll just turn you round. Bob and Darren. Cheers there, Roman Bricks. Right, let's get these, let's turn these round here. Oop. The old front camera's a little bit, maybe there's a little bit of, to just give it a rub with the old finger. So there we go, folks. That is going to do it for me. Oh, yeah, my wee arms just here and here, just from here to here is kind of sore. But yeah, I've really enjoyed that. So far it's been a really good build. Get those parts in, get this seat in a little bit. I need to move this box because I've tripped over it a couple of times coming in the living room. But yeah, it's I'm really happy with a lot. It's really nice little details inside. This is the floor's all tiled. Some nice little detailing on there. You know, the ramp's nice. It's got a nice, the actuators are good. You know, it's really looking nice. It's coming along very nice. But yeah, I'm looking forward to building this next week. I possibly now, going forward, because I did this with the Millennium Falcon. Let's get this light facing up that way. With the Millennium Falcon, I did like an extra stream. Towards the end, I ended up doing like a Wednesday, Friday. Because if I didn't do that, that Falcon would have took well into the new year to build. So I think the Falcon took like almost 3 months to build. This I don't think will take as long, but I think potentially it may. So this is what, February, March, April, May. I mean, the film's not out to May the 22nd. I kind of hoped. I say I hoped. If I probably build it every Friday, I think it will last pretty close to getting into April, into May, potentially, which is not that far away. But if I just did like the Friday stream, I think it would probably would eke out that far. I've got other projects that I could start building. To be honest, it's not like I'm struggling for kits to build. I've actually got a lot of backup stuff that I can build. So, there is a lot of stuff. I've got the Enterprise kit, but I want to build that probably after I build this. There's also some maybe projects in March the 1st. Kits are launching that I may possibly. Oh, excuse me. I haven't pulled the old money hammer on it, but there's one kit with the World Cup basically is. I think it's going to be a nice kit for me. I think it's something that I want to build, so I may build that when it comes out, possibly if I get it. But again, I'm not at this moment in time. It's not 100% committed buying it, but it's. I would say in a scale of 1 to 10, it's maybe midpoint. It's actually quite nice. The cargo door at the back there. It's really nice little bit of detail. But yeah, that's something that I'm looking at. As I say, it's not concrete. I'm not 100% getting it. I'm not 100% not getting it. As I say, I couldn't really give a number in terms of not going to get it and I'm getting it, but it's pretty much right in the middle. Just really, it's not so much finances. I'm kind of. Do you know what? Like before, I just went, yep, I'll just get it. I wouldn't have thought about it, but now I'm actually thinking about me and Anya. Our future and holidays and other stuff. So, I'm thinking in that scale as well. So, I don't know. But anyway, guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, that's book number 1 of the Razor Crest done, and that's what it gives you. So, box 1, halfway through box 1, so we're on to book number 2. It's going to build pretty much, it's going to skin up all this side part, and then it's going to put a little bit of the side parts up here on. And that'll be box number 1 done and dusted in the Razor Crest. So probably about another. I mean, that's going to be another 3 streams, so that's going to be into February, March. Probably actually getting near April. We'll probably be just starting maybe tail end of March, box number 2. If we just stick to the 1 stream, which I probably will. I don't think I'm quite happy just building this every Friday. It's quite good to look forward to it. But, yeah, this arm is really, do you know what, I'm just going to go to my bed, I'm going to chill. I've had my pie, don't know if I will have anything else to eat. So you mentioned bed and yet you start yawning. So anyway, folks, if you're still there, Anya, I will probably, I don't know if you're maybe going to phone or message you when I'm in my bed. But yeah, I think I'm just going to go because it gets quite achy. It's so bad. But yeah, I'm gonna head to bed. So when I'll be back on, what is this, Friday? I don't really know. There's possibilities of doing. There's so many stuff. There's there is a lot of really sort of fairly substantial big kits, that Lego stuff that we can build. So I don't know. I'm trying to think. There's a couple that are good because they can go on the wall. So that's like maybe a little bit of a reveal there. So, and that's something that me and Anya can maybe build. But Anya's quite busy at the moment with college work, so yeah, she doesn't need to build that, but she can. Right, folks, I'm going to get the little figure of death, get the end stream notification up. So yeah, once again, thanks for everybody that came in. Kate, Roman Bricks, Anya was in. Dave was in at the start. He was just working in the background. He's actually not feeling too well. So I hope, Dave, a wee speedy recovery. I'm thinking about you, buddy. But not in that way. Thinking, you know what I mean. I'll probably see you on Monday if you're streaming. And I think that was it. Roman Bricks, Kate, yep, that was it. Anyway, folks, take care. And I'll catch you next time. To the whips, remember, stay safe and build Lego. Take care, everybody. Bye.